Now at 1:30, breaking news. Newly unsealed court records in connection to the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez reveal that singer David is now being investigated for her murder. Those documents also provide horrifying new details in this case.
KTLA's Aaron Myers live in our newsroom with more on this breaking story. Aaron.
Court documents made public in the alleged homicide of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez reveal gruesome new details about the death of the teenager, identifying the singer David as the investigation's central target. The documents were made public through Texas appellate proceedings and are tied to the Los Angeles County grand jury murder investigation targeting singer David Burke. Private investigator Steve Fisher posted the documents on his X account. The documents were filed under seal but were made public after the singer's family challenged subpoenas compelling them to testify before a California grand jury. Los Angeles Magazine says the proceedings in Texas weren't sealed, so portions of the California filings were available in the Texas appellate docket. Hernandez's remains were found in September of last year inside the front trunk of a Tesla registered to the singer David at a tow yard in Hollywood. Employees contacted police after noticing a strong odor coming from the car. The filings show detectives found a cadaver bag containing human remains along with other body parts in a second bag. The documents also identify Burke as the target of the grand jury investigation, saying he may be involved in one count of murder. The singer's father, mother, and brother, who live in Texas, were summoned to testify in Los Angeles on February 11th. But David's father filed a petition for writ of habeas corpus, saying the subpoena violated his constitutional due process rights. His lawyers claim he was denied due process because he did not get full, unredacted copies of California certification documents, and that portions establishing why his testimony was material and necessary were withheld, according to Los Angeles Magazine. In the documents, detectives say David and his father have a close relationship. The Texas First Court of Appeals rejected the petition, according to Los Angeles Magazine, telling the family they had until yesterday to file additional appeals.
The Court of Appeal in Texas was very clear in telling David's mother, his father, and his brother that they must appear in front of the grand jury in California. They found that their information would be both material and necessary in terms of this investigation.
As of now, it does not look like anything new was filed in court before the deadline, so David's family may have already testified, according to our legal expert, Allison Treasel. In the newsroom, I'm Aaron Myers. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account. When you're ready to record, just hit.
Huge news in the David case. I haven't made a video on this in months because there hasn't been an arrest, and I'm like impatiently waiting for an arrest. His own family members filed a petition to avoid traveling from Texas to LA to testify in front of the grand jury. In these previously sealed documents, LA County District Attorney's Office specifically described David as a target of the investigation. These documents have some extremely disturbing details. And it's quite clear to me and a lot of people now that it wasn't just one person that did this. So starting off with these documents, here's an order to appear and show cause. The court has a request under Texas Code of Criminal Procedure to secure the appearance of a witness in said county who is now found and resides in Waller County. And that was for Colleen Burke, who is, I believe, David's mother. And then here's one for his father to appear on February 11th at 8 a.m. in LA. This is one of the first documents I think that was sealed. It says David Burke, target. More about having his father come to LA from Texas to testify. It is alleged in this case that the target may be involved in the death of a 14-year-old victim, Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who may have been a victim of foul play. Her severely decomposed, dismembered body was found in the front trunk of Target's Tesla on September 8th, 2025. On September 8th, approximately 10:30 hours, LAPD detectives received a phone call from the manager of the Hollywood Area Official Police Garage. The manager stated a black Tesla Model X had been impounded as an abandoned vehicle by the Department of Transportation. The manager told police there was a strong smell of decay coming from the vehicle, which was attracting flies. Oh my God, so sad. They responded to the tow yard. They approached the vehicle, which was parked on the upper deck of the impound lot. They noticed a smell consistent with the decomposing corpse coming from the front storage compartment. They got a search warrant. And listen to this. When the front storage compartment was opened, a black cadaver bag covered with insects and a strong odor of decay. Utilizing black latex gloves, detectives partially unzipped the bag and observed a decomposed head and torso. Okay.
Come on, gang. So you telling me they cut this 14-year-old girl up, man? Yeah, come on, man. It had to be like 2 people who did that shit, man. That's fucked up. Jesus. A 14-year-old girl, again.
Okay, so someone went through the lengths of buying a cadaver bag. And I mean, we all know what cadaver bags are. It's basically for, you know, a deceased person or animal, like transporting it or whatever, holding it somewhere. They went through all that. Oh, so disturbing. And keep in mind, this is an innocent child. Upon removing the cadaver bag from the front storage compartment, it was discovered that have been severed from the body. So now it's confirmed. Someone fucking cut her body up. It wasn't decomposing and just fell apart or whatever. A second black bag was discovered underneath the cadaver bag. Upon opening the second bag, body parts were discovered. On August 26th, the Tesla was abandoned. August 27th, they marked the vehicle. On September 5th, it was impounded. He's the registered owner, obviously. Detectives learned that David's father has a close relationship with him. Father has to come to California to testify in front of the grand jury. And this is basically the summary of what David's family are trying to do to get out of this. To be clear, the defendant respectfully asked his court to do the following. Issue this writ of habeas corpus. After this writ is issued, Mr. Burke asked his court to order the state to provide Mr. Burke with the unredacted documents it presented to the Texas court on February 2nd. Even considering the unredacted documents, Mr. Burke asked his court to conclude that his testimony is not material and necessary. So they're saying whatever they want him to testify about, he knows nothing about. It's not necessary. The judge did deny the writ on merits in early February 26, which left the order compelling appearance in place. It doesn't say anything else about them actually going to testify. So I think a Texas appeals court is still considering whether or not to order his family to go testify. So remember Steve Fisher, he tweeted out saying they did appear in front of the grand jury to testify, probably invoking the Fifth Amendment, but that's just speculation on his part. So who knows if they actually testified. Either way, this pretty much confirms someone cut up her body, put her in cadaver bags, and it's gotta be more than one person, right? I mean, I just really doubt someone did this alone. We now know these monsters sawed off Celeste's arms and legs. Let's not call it dismemberment. That word sounds clinical, like a surgeon removed her limbs. That's not what happened. A vicious, sick group of people brutally hacked her arms and legs off her body. Was she alive when it started? And yes, I'm using plural terms because in my professional opinion, there's no way one person did this alone. Whether participating directly or acting as an accessory, yet only one individual is named as the target, David. Like you, Neo, Christopher Langston, you knew. I've seen family members publicly defend him and threaten lawsuits against anyone who names him. Allegedly, don't sue me. Holy shit. I don't know about this guy. This is all alleged in public available documents. I beg you, please sue me. Give me, okay, I'm not saying this. Give me the power of discovery because that may be the only truth that comes out. I beg of you. How do people like David, Neo, and Aisa live with themselves? 6 months, no charges, no press conference. Kind of crazy, right? I mean, I understand it's an investigation. They're trying to really nail it down and have it airtight. It's a huge, huge case with a famous singer allegedly killing a child, putting them in his own car. I mean, so fucking stupid. What type of plan was that? Another press release suggested the only potential criminal culpability might be concealment of a body. They say that knowing Celeste's arms and legs have been sawed off, you come out with a press release knowing what had been done to her. There's clearly foul play here. Someone did this to her. This is not just a concealment of body case. If they don't have enough evidence to charge those responsible, then they need to say that plainly. Admit that after nearly 6 months, the investigation did not produce sufficient evidence